How are you?
How are you?
I'm fine.
I must tell you, it's such a joy to talk to you.
Oh, thank you. I'm very complimented to hear that.
You are one
Are
of
you going to be at this event on Sunday? Come down. You'll be my special guest.
just you and me together.
You and me, honey.
Okay, so that's your appearance at the Marcus Jewish Community Center, 7 o'clock this Sunday night.
7 o'clock Monday, Marcus Jewish Community Center on Tilley Middle Road.
Wow, you really know
in
Atlanta.
Dunwoody.
Yes.
I love that name, Dunwoody.
Go to atlantajcc.org for more information. You're going to be discussing your book called My Remarkable Journey. Well, let's talk about something that seems to be getting a lot of attention is your interview with Frank Sinatra. I love how you wrote about how it was such an incredible get, that it was so...
Oh, Jack Eagley, I read tell the whole story. I'm not
Right.
going to belabor it now in limited time, but basically Jack Eagleson said he could get him for me. And I didn't think it would happen, but suddenly Sinatra showed up to do a 3-hour local radio show. And it turned out that he owed Jackie a favor because Jackie sat in for him one night at a nightclub appearance. This was the favor. And it was just unbelievable that Jackie would do that, to call a favor with Sinatra and have him do my show.
Who should play Frank Sinatra? You knew him well.
I thought Ray Liotta did a terrific job in the HBO show. I don't know what Scorsese plans to do with this. Is this Sinatra young years? Is this Sinatra through his life that we might have two different people play him? And Nancy and Tina Sinatra is very much involved, and she's a controlling kind of person, and so is Scorsese. It'll be interesting if they get this project off the boards.
And we're on with Larry King, and you said your dream interview is Osama bin Laden.
Of course I'd like to do Osama bin Laden. I always like to do people who are considered evil or who are larger than life or who change the world. Well, he fits all three of those.
And
I'd love to do Castro. I'd love to do Chavez. I'm fascinated by people who, from the standpoint of where we live, appear to be, nobody looks in the mirror and says, I'm evil. So I try to get at what makes someone tick. And Osama bin Laden would be, here's a guy from one of the richest families in Saudi Arabia who has it all. What caused the turn? What sent him this way?
what would you ask Bernie Madoff if you had him sitting with you for an interview?
Bernie, what did you do with my money, Bernie? Because I lost some money with Bernie. First thing I would ask Bernie Madoff before I got into the whole crime and everything, why didn't you leave the country? You knew you did this. You knew they were closing in. Oh, you're 70 years old. You got all the money you'll ever need. Why did you gather your family together and say to the wife and the kids, I'm going to Bakaluka Island and the Aleutian Islands, and I'm going to build a little house there, and there's no treaty with the United States, so they can't bring me back. Who wants to go?
So you did have money with him?
Yeah, I did. Sure did.
And
I had a lot of friends that had it. He wiped out the Jewish communities, didn't he?
you were as shocked as anybody else, and you knew him very
Totally
well.
shocked. I never met him. I didn't know him at all. Never met him, never talked to him. I have business people that handle my financial affairs, and they dealt with his company, but they never spoke to him either.
Unbelievable.
But we would get monthly reports, and we should have known. First of all, he had 3 accountants, not part of the major accounting firm.
If you ran into his wife on the street, what would you say to her?
I would be shocked. I don't know what I'd say. I'd have to think about it.
Okay.
Hey, I got to run, honey, because I'm pulling in to pick up my boys.
Aw, isn't that cool?
Well, you come on over Sunday.
I will try and do that.
Okay.
Larry King, it's a pleasure talking to
Thank
you.
you.
See
Great
you.
pleasure talking. We look forward to meeting you.
And there it is, the great Larry King on Dave FM.